Hey guys, my name is Cassidy and you're watching That Spooky Lifestyle, where we bring the ooky, the spooky, the creepy and the crawly into our everyday lives. Today we're going to be talking about how you can make your daily life a little bit more magical. So if that's something that interests you, definitely stick around. Hit that subscribe button. We do topics like this a lot around here. And yeah, let's just jump right into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get yourself into a daily morning or evening magical routine. Now this doesn't have to be, you know, like balls to the walls crazy. It can just be a simple thing you do every day that just makes you feel a little bit more magical, a little bit, you know, more confident, just makes you feel good about yourself. Like what I like to do in the morning when I'm doing my makeup and my hair, I always light a little bit of sage here. It's just like, I like the smell. It's like this warm, comforting smell. And then I also light my ooky spooky candle I have here that's a skull. And yeah, doing these like small little things just help me in the morning to get ready and just give me a little bit more, I don't know, confidence, oomph, if you will, every day. And it's just something that, you know, it doesn't have to be super complicated. It can be just as simple as lighting sage every morning when you're getting ready, but just getting yourself into that routine will really help. Another thing you can do is associate a smell with your practice. So whenever you're, you know, doing your witchy thing, whether it's tarot, whether it's using a pendulum, whether it's, you know, XYZ, creating a spell, whatever you be doing, associate certain smells with that. Now, obviously, I associate sage with mine personally, but I've also gotten little things like this, which is just a tiny little travel perfume that's made by a company in my area, and I really like it. I always like rub it on my wrist here and then rub it in together. And again, it's just a smell that I associate with being magical, being witchy, doing stuff like that. And this is something that you can do that easily follows you when you go to work or to school or whatever you're doing, and it's just a really subtle way to, again, remind yourself and just make you feel a little bit more magical throughout the day. Another thing I like to do is wear accessories that make me feel good about myself, but also kind of have a, you know, spooky or magical feel. For example, like this necklace means a lot to me because my boyfriend got it for me for our anniversary, but it's also a ooky spooky little spider. Yeah, I just really love it and I wear it all the time. Every time I go to the washroom at work or wherever I'm at, I get to see it, and you know, I also fidget with it throughout the day, so I just like having it. Along with these earrings, I have just gold hoops in these ones, but the next ones do have my Sagittarius sign on it. It's the arrow, the symbol of the Sagittarius, you know. Again, just a daily kind of helps me feel a little bit more magical throughout the day, and it's something that's so subtle that no one would really notice, and no one has. And I actually get quite a bit of compliments on my necklace. When people see it, they're always like, oh, I love your necklace, it's so cute. And I'm like, yeah, my boyfriend got it for me. And it's just like this whole conversation that we go through. Another thing you should always be taking with you whenever you're going somewhere is like charms or totems, because you can just carry these, again, throughout the day, whatever you're doing, and it'll just help make your day a little bit more magical and kind of remind you of your practice. This is something that I like to take with me a lot. It is supposed to help with anxiety, and basically you rub your finger on it whenever you're like feeling uncomfortable or nervous, and it just fits in my hand really nicely. It fits upside down, which is a bit unfortunate. I'm rubbing the spider upside down, but that's okay. Like, whatever works. And so you're just supposed to like rub it whenever you're, you know, feeling nervous or anxious or whatever. And so I always carry this around in my purse just to have it in case I need it. And yeah, I also like that it's a spider and it matches my necklace, and that's just a weird thing that I like. It's not necessary, but yeah, I just picked this up at one of the new age shops that I go to. You can find these, you know, online at a store. You don't need this one either. You can, you know, you can always bring like a crystal with you if that's what makes you feel better. Just something that, even like a bracelet, something just that you can kind of rub in your hands or carry with you in your pocket, in your purse, that again just makes you feel a little bit more magical. Another thing I like to do is associate certain songs with my practice. So whenever I'm burning sage or doing tarot or something like that, I have kind of like a playlist that I've made of certain songs that I like to listen to that kind of get me in the mood or make me feel like kind of magical, witchy, whatever. And so if I'm at work or, you know, traveling and those songs come on, it kind of just reminds me and puts me in that mood. And again, it's just your brain associating things, because our brains love to make patterns, right? So I like to try and associate as much with good times as possible, kind of thing. Another simple idea that you can do is create moon water. So you leave water outside, covered, don't let the bugs get it, where the moonlight can hit it, either in a full moon or a new moon, and then you can use that water however you want. One way to use it is in your tea, if you drink tea or coffee, whichever. Again, this will just help you feel a little bit more magical, a little bit more, you know, creative, witchy throughout the day. If you're kind of bringing more magical elements into your everyday life and you just continually do. Another thing that I've really enjoyed personally having is a moon app on my phone. So it tells me whenever there's a full moon or a new moon, or if it's waxing or waning, it kind of tells me what the moon phase is in. This is what it looks like. Let me pull it up here. It's called Moon Plus, and it has this calendar feature. So it tells you like what day you're on, when the new moon is, when the full moon is. So yeah, I really just like this app. It kind of, I can flip through it every couple of days and, you know, see when the new moon is, see when the full moon is, see if I want to do anything for those, if it falls on weekend or weekday. I don't know. I just like having it in quick arm's reach. It's just, yeah, I like having it. Another thing I really like to do is listen to witchy podcasts to kind of put me in the mood and always help educate yourself and learn more about, you know, different traditions and things that people are doing. So I'm going to give you a couple podcasts that I personally listen to. One of them is Hex Rated. It's a group of 4 or 5 girls, I think. And I can't remember off the top of my head. And they just talk about, you know, different witchy topics, and yeah, it's just really interesting to hear all their different points of view and just hearing them collaborate. I really like that. Another one I listen to is That Witch Life. Again, I think it's like 4 women that are on the podcast, and they get, you know, guest speakers to come in and again talk about different traditions of witchy stuff, and they're just interesting to listen to again. And then the last one is The Witch and the Medium, and it is 2 people sitting down and again talking about different practices and different spells and stuff like that. And it's just really interesting to me to listen to podcasts like this, because it's just something that makes my daily life more magical. Again, sometimes at my job I can just listen to a podcast and, you know, fill out forms or whatever I'm doing that day, so I really like to listen to stuff like this. Or sometimes I like to listen to my cryptid podcasts and monster podcasts, but I do mix these in as well just to, you know, make the day a bit more magical. My last tip for you guys to make your days a bit more magical is to take care of yourself. If you aren't feeling good, if you're feeling down in the dumps, if you're feeling sluggish, if you're feeling gross, the main thing you need to do is take care of your health. You know, go to the gym, eat right, drink water, get lots of sleep. All of those things will help make you feel better and make you be able to do more and yeah, make your days better, more magical, be healthier. Those are my tips for you guys to make your everyday life just a wee bit more magical. So I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you found some that you haven't heard before or got some ideas from this. Definitely let me know down below what you guys do to make your everyday life a bit more magical. I'm always looking for new things to try out. If you enjoy witchy topics or spooky themes or folklore, traditions, all that good stuff, hit that subscribe button. We talk a lot about those things here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video.